No. No, 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 no. No, we're not getting Kafka involved. No way now. No. Welcome to Student Union, the developer Visual Novel Village, I believe. Actually contacted me if I didn't want to check out the demo, so here I am. I have no idea what this is again about. I didn't read the description, so let's just start this, I guess. Blood, dirt, and sweat coat my arms to the elbow, and I can no longer tell where any of it came from. If I keep going with this, I'll eventually be caught. What the hell am I going to do? I don't know. Turner! A teacher rushes into the office, pushing the door with more force than necessary. I flinch my seat and sit upright. After taking a step in, she stops. She finds me in the chair across from the empty desk. Oh, hey, you're in my class this year, aren't you? Hey, Miss Well. Yeah, this year is the first. She eyes me with suspicion. What are you doing in here? I was called in on the intercom earlier, so I'm not sure yet. Okay, please keep waiting. She holds back annoyance, though not very well. As she exits, she closes the door more softly than she opened it. I look at the space around me. This is the first time I've been here. The administration offices are sectioned off from the classrooms, and this one dwarfs the others. Unattended coffee, or maybe it's tea, sits on the desk, steam coming from the cup wafts in the sunlight entering from the window. I take a deep breath while combing the office with my eyes. Actually, by the smell, it's definitely coffee. On the wall, there's a framed certificate titled Masters of Business Administration. It was issued from a prestigious university about 6 years ago. Near the degree are sets of frames arrayed with pinned butterflies, a wireframe model of dodecahedron rests on the desk. Ah, right. Okay, why does the pronunciation have to be so different in German and English? Oh, hello there. Interrupting my fidgeting, and this time without a knock, a well-dressed man enters and greets me with a smile. Hi there, Lane. Thanks for being patient. I am the assistant principal, Mr. Underwood. I must not be in trouble, so I stand and extend my hand. His smile curves stronger at the gesture, and he shakes my hand firmly. His grip is stronger than mine. He closes the door behind him, walks to his desk, and seats himself. Go on ahead, Sid. I heard that you were asking around about odd jobs you could do for the school. I returned to the same chair across from the desk that I'd been warming and leaned forward. Yes, sir. I was wondering if I could make extra money during the school year. I was thinking of saving up for college. Admirable. You are in your senior year, right? So why not get a summer job? I worked at the library downtown over the break. I was trying to figure out something more local. The bus schedule makes it tricky. The Kafka... No, we're not getting Kafka involved. No way now. No. I hate that author. Please, no. No. If you haven't read his works, don't. Seriously, don't. You're not missing out. Yes, a bit of a commute, nearly an hour each way. He drinks from his coffee and looks past me for a moment. Well, I do have something. I have been introducing the idea to a few of the other seniors. What is your background? I straighten up on my seat a bit. I've had this interview-like exchange a few times. I'm from here, so I grew up with a lot of students. Not that I know them all well, but I'm not shy. My grades are important to me, I'm a hard worker, and I've had lots of jobs, probably more than other students. Mr. Underwood seems just receptive and maintains eye contact with me. I notice he's thumbing the side of his cup. His fingernail color is white from the pressure. Where else? I worked at the the gas station? Yeah, I worked afternoon shifts on weekends for a while. I stocked shelves at the grocery too. Also, they sometimes need help at the water treatment park and hire interns, so I've done work there on and off. You stay busy. All your work will pay off and you should feel proud. I grit my teeth and hold back my response. After a couple seconds pass, I nod slightly. Yeah, you're not getting that much money from those kinds of jobs. Mr. Underwood pats a small stack of papers on his desk. You have excellent grades too. You are a strong candidate. However, something I cannot glean from your file is whether or not you are able to work with little instruction. What I need is a student to take the project and run with it, reporting in weekly. He pauses, waiting for a response. I'm nervous. Now, not from the content of the conversation, from something else. My face may betray me, but I attempt a confident nod. I'd be happy to try. What do you need? I need someone with an entrepreneurial spirit to take the lead on forming a student union. It is the experimental phase, and I am trying to convince the board it is valuable to both the students involved and the administration. Despite an upfront cost, as the president, you would put in a minimum amount of 10 hours a week, report to me directly, and you would have a small budget. 10 hours will not be a problem. Do you mean a probe to represent all the students? As you might know, our school receives federal funding. Our facility is part of the public education system, so our local government is mandated to allocate money to us to help us maintain resources for our students. The amount we receive may fluctuate when officials change offices, policies, legislation, or the state takes in more or less than anticipated. Our school system tends to be placed below our other priorities. What sort of initiatives, I guess, are more important than school? It depends on whom you ask. Insurance programs, infrastructure, subsidizing local businesses, law enforcement, and assistance to struggling families. And mention of his last example, I catch myself looking at the worn tip of my sneakers and redirect my gaze to Mr. Underwood. Ah yes, politics and money. No. I guess in America it's even worse than in Germany, but lobbyism and all that stuff. Not fun. Definitely not fun. Yeah. Mr. Underwood smiles. You are not going to find many here to disagree that education is important. Many moving pieces play a role in the decision making, but I did not call you in here to talk about that. Our administration receives a cut of the budget, and we then craft our school budget from it. Year over year, the student population has been increasing while our funding has been decreasing. Is that why there's no sign-up for track this year? That came out from more accusatory than I intended. We are taking a hard look at all our extracurricular programs. Student representation is not the goal. Service to the school is. We need additional manpower, and this is a relatively cheap method. and it presents you with an opportunity to help the school. If you do well and recruit some of your hardworking friends, you will make a positive impact. I cannot make promises beyond guaranteeing your paycheck. I take a deep breath, collecting confidence to put forth my most important question. How much will I be paid? Minimum wage. Oh no, I'm working on minimum wage right now. It's not fun. The same amount you receive from the library. He responded without hesitation. He was prepared. It's disappointing, but not more than I can realistically expect. Mr. Underwood downs the rest of his drink and glances at the clock on the wall. Are you interested? I hesitate, but only for a moment. I need this. I am out of other options. Maybe I can reconnect with some old friends. I equip confidence and address Mr. Underwood. Definitely. It seems complicated, but I can help with whatever you need. Are you sure? This is not a small project for me either. He glances at the wall behind me again. Yes, sir. What sort of work will I be doing? Underwood smiles. There you go. First, I believe that you can support some of our administrative functions. We need someone to man the library here, too, for example. We may also utilize your team for event planning services. We have access faculty rooms and spacious conference areas. I want to rent those for external events to earn revenue. Oh, like hosting workshops or conferences? I help the library with sculptural seminars. Yes, I need to develop a formal list of your responsibilities and the responsibilities of the union as a whole, achieve board approval, and get some paperwork to you. What you need to do in the meantime is vital. Please recruit at least 4 other students by the end of the week. I will demonstrate to the board that we actually have interested and ambitious students to fuel the program. It will not work if you are the only participant. Oh, like a bucket of water thrown on a freshly lit match. Mr. Underwood senses my mood swing. You can ask some of your... He seems to catch himself and continues after an awkward lapse. Your classmates for help. It will actually be a great exercise for you in preparing for your role as delegator. We have intelligent and creative students here, and I am sure you will find a handful willing to support their school. Yeah, I can do that by Friday then. Yes, all of you meet here and I'll give everyone an update and initial push. Ow! That hurts. Do you... The bell rings. Mr. Underwood gestures to the door. You better head to the next period. I would hate to consume more of your time than I should. If you have questions, feel free to reach out by phone or email. Fluently, Mr. Underwood places his business card in my hand as I stand. It's a neat design. The card lists his office number, phone, cell phone number, and email address. Is it strange to give your cell phone number to a student? He seems devoted. I have a few of my old teachers' numbers. Not that I ever called them, but I still have those numbers on my phone. I also have one of from my prof back in my old university. Yeah. As soon as we got to go on excursions, we exchanged numbers with our teachers so we could call them if we were lost during our free time. That's not really a show of dedication, is it? But okay, he is devoted. I nod and reluctantly smile. Thanks a lot, Mr. Underwood. Thank you. He waves as I open the door and move back into the hall. Collecting my belongings from the last period was easy, since I hadn't brought any. Some students' books are still on order and haven't arrived, most inherited old books. I lingered my opened locker in the hallway, Mr. Underwood's card in one hand, my phone in the other. Turner Underwood, assistant principal. I add him to my contacts. What was I about to ask him? I don't know. So, first option, no. Just no. I don't know if we need the money very much. But it would seem that way since my guy here seems to have worked quite a lot of jobs. But still, it just doesn't really give a good impression of you. If the first thing you ask, or one of the first things, is if you can get paid early. This could be interesting. And this one. Should I record my time worked a specific way? There are always different ways to record your time. One of my friends was part of a research group at the university where she got paid for her work, and she had to record her working hours in an Excel sheet and stuff like that. And yeah. This was pretty much explained during the conversation, right? Can I do anything to help get the project approved? Get those 4 other people? Well, do a decent job. So I guess, should I record my time worked a specific way? Hey, Mr. Underwood, it's Lane. Do you think I should record my time worked a certain way? Good question. I will leave timekeeping to you. Keep a central written or electronic record for everyone. Okay. I slipped Mr. Underwood's business card in my worn wallet. With a metal clack echoes my empty locker. The sound echoes. The students who were shuffling around me have already entered the next classes. I haven't memorized my schedule yet, so I ease my crumpled note from my pocket. After a confirming glance, I crinkle it back in place and walk. At least I know a couple people I can ask for Mr. Underwood's project. During lunch or this afternoon may be a good time to ask around. In the meantime, I'll plan, since we don't have many details worked out. Otherwise, I doubt I'll persuade anyone. 2 students, myself included, would be guaranteed at least. I'll need 3 more. Students are standing in irregular circles around my destination. Groups migrate past me while I approach 2 students in conversation. Why not? He is strict and he lives right next to me. It doesn't matter how hard-assed he is or where we head off. Jeez, just help me out like before. I don't know. Hey. Evan spots me, and with a sidelong step widens the circle of 2. Why is everyone out here? Forget it, man. Either ignoring or reacting to my interruption, she moves against the flow of the other students. I noticed the classroom they had been negotiating near is empty. I think art's cancelled today. Why? I begin moving with the flow of the crowd, and Evan follows behind me. I don't know, she didn't come in, and Coach Jean just told us to head to the gym. You mean Ms. Webb? Yeah, Ross said she was really upset this morning. His eyes look past me and catch on a passing classroom door. Instinctively, I follow his darting glance and see nothing but a closed door. He continues doing this with each room we pass, so I decide to ignore it. She looked it. She was trying to find the new assistant principal, but I don't know why. It's weird. What is? I don't know. It's so different this year. Oh, did you? I stumble hard to grab the handrail, but the loose railing provides no support. I release it with a jerk and catch myself on the wall instead, palms open. Beyond the inner railing, a narrow gap separates the flights. The height from the second floor creates a more potent wake-up call than the smell of Mr. Underwood's coffee. Crap, that'll really hurt someone before it's fixed. I right myself and we continue downstairs. Did you ask about a work-study position? Mr. Underwood said he'd like me to start a group, like a paid club that helps the school. See, that's weird too. You know about the layoffs, right? And with way less selective classes, Principal Decker must be desperate, that's all. Mr. Underwood mentioned the school's budget was cut. That's more weird, not less. How can they pay you? There's less staff, but not less work. They have to pay someone to do it, and we're cheap. We? Yep. I face Evan outside the gym entrance with pep in my step. The burst of energy exhausts him. It's minimum wage. You'll need to put in around 5 hours a week. I've got a lower limit of 10 since I'm organizing it. Evan skulls at the floor as I expected. I'm smiling. I don't know. I have a lot of questions and you can't. We lock eyes. Can I at least think about it? I wanted to do drama club this year. Of course, take your time and I'll text you the details tonight. Conveniently after I figure them out. Besides, there might not be a drama club unless someone helps out around here. You said a group? How many people? 3 more to get us going. Want me to ask Holly? It's probably not her thing. It doesn't hurt to ask. Let's go in now. I think we're late. For what? Everyone's either sitting around or playing ball. Our art class has around 20 members and there must be well over 4 classes in here. They might as well have cancelled school today. I almost don't hear Evan over the chatter. Ross might have had the right idea this time. I borrow an abandoned basketball and join the idle shooting on a corner of the court. Evan follows along the sideline. So what were you two talking about? Nothing really. I mentioned Mr. Underwood moved into our apartment building. My shot bounces off another student's just above the ring, so I lift another ball rolling near. How did you find out? He asked me to move a couple boxes. He lives alone, I think, but he seems nice. Sorry, I didn't text you back. On my next throw, the ball moves through the net with a swish. It's fine. Got some good sunset shots out there. Did you talk to the librarian? She said they found someone. At the gas station? Nothing there, or the grocery. The timing's off and they have enough hands. You know I can do your homework sometime or cover for you. My next throw misses with a thud from the backboard. It's fine, I'm going to have the student group. If I do well, it's sure to be steady. Right, so what will you do? I make Mr. Underwood's coffee. I make a mean mocha. I'm serious. So am I. My shot once again intercepts another student's just above the rim. A tall girl approaches us with a relaxed greeting. Alright, since my voice doesn't seem to want to continue working, I'll end it here. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know how long this demo is, but I guess since we haven't met any of the 3 girls for the student union, we at least get to meet them and have some interaction time with them. I at least hope so. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.